Day 15 of the Trump presidency in America is in crisis. This is the warning. The world is in chaos, and the White House press secretary is wearing her cross, looking into the camera and lying.
I commit to telling the truth from this podium every single day. I commit to speaking on behalf of the President of the United States. That is my job. And I will say it's very easy to speak truth from this podium when you have a president who is implementing policies that are wildly popular with the American people.
27-year-old Carolyn Levitt. She doesn't know anything about anything in the world. She's ignorant, she's strident, she's angry, and she has no credibility whatsoever. She wears that cross, but she doesn't represent it. What she represents by wearing that cross is a revanchism, a sick return to its use to articulate one of America's oldest and most evil philosophies that holds one race is superior to another. Young Carolyn, married, by the way, to a 59-year-old Jack LaLanne impersonator. As a parent of a 21-year-old young lady, what dad wouldn't want their 25-year-old coming home with a 60-year-old? And so let's watch his mouthpiece with the forked tongue spit out some lies, some nonsense.
The water has been turned back on in California, and this comes just days after President Trump visited Pacific Palisades, and as you all saw, applied tremendous pressure on state and local officials in Pacific Palisades, including Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, to turn on the water.
The Army did not go to California to turn the water on. Just not true. Not true. And let's focus on all the winning.
There is so much good news, so much winning out of the Trump White House right now that the mainstream legacy media can't keep up with it.
The most important thing to understand is nothing changed in America's trillion-dollar trading relationships around which millions of jobs are sustained in the United States with either Canada or Mexico. It's all noise. It's all nonsense. It's all arson. Trump lights the fire. Trump puts out the fire. Carolyn Levitt tells you that a brave fireman put out the fire, and the Fox News chyrons, well, they keep on coming. The propaganda never ceases. You never, ever stop getting lied to. Senator Chris Murphy, he explained what's happening. The young senator from Connecticut is the type of leader in the United States Senate that the country needs. Tragically, they won't listen to Chris Murphy, who has something to say that needs to be said that Chuck Schumer and most of his colleagues aren't capable of saying.
This is a constitutional crisis that we are in today. Let's call it what it is. The people get to decide how we defend the United States of America. The people get to decide how their taxpayer money is spent. Elon Musk does not get to decide.
Let me introduce you to Elon Musk's team of incels. Yes, this is the invasion force. This is the gang that has taken over, without legal authority, the U.S. Treasury's payment system. Look at them. Do they inspire your confidence? This is what the coup looks like. And we're going to lose the country to them. The republic's going to fall to them. We're about to eradicate Article 1 of the Constitution because in America, Elon Musk doesn't decide jack shit. The American people do. They elect a Congress, and the Congress votes on how to spend our tax dollars. And one of the things that we have done all over the world is spend our money on aid and development. Elon Musk's declaration that he's uncovered some type of conspiracy is both nonsense and delusional, but more importantly than that, it's irrelevant. He's elected to no office. He holds no title. He holds no confirmation, no appointment. He is not the dictator, and neither is Donald Trump. The United States Senate has become a corrupt and preposterous institution led by people like Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer. And so Donald Trump senses weakness, the type of weakness he senses when he sits across the table from a Justin Trudeau. He feeds on the weakness. He rolls over it. He looks out at the country, and because he sees a country that elected him, he appreciates that the country is morally weak. Oh, and by the way, did you hear the real news yesterday, the good news, in case you were worried? Joe Biden, on this day, where Trump lashes out at our allies, threatens war with Mexico and Canada and Denmark, CAA, the Creative Artists Agency, announced its new client, the former president, Joseph Robinette Biden. He inked the deal. He's got Hollywood representation now. It's great. And cash in a little more. The Democrat who will emerge to lead the party will repudiate this corruption, will repudiate the immediate past, will repudiate the Schumercrats, and will say, follow me, there is a better way. And that better way is about standing for the things that matter. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom from fear, freedom from want. Next leader of the Democratic Party who captures the imagination of the American people will be able to talk about ethics, be able to talk about the truth, be able to talk about what's right, be able to talk about what's wrong, be able to do it with clarity and conviction. Will not be chained to their relationship with Senator Bob Menendez, and will not have presided over a culture of lobbying and access and corruption so hot, so great, the American people look at it and don't see any difference between the most corrupt faction in the modern history of the country, MAGA, and the hapless Democratic Party. Next leader of the Democratic Party will be strong, will be able to speak English, will not rely on poll-tested platitudes, will not rely on meaningless jargon to talk and to defend the most exquisite and sublime concepts of human freedom and human dignity ever put to paper by the mind of mankind. Next Democratic leader will be able to fire people up. Next Democratic leader will be able to fight back. Who will rise? Who will stand up? We'll see. Donald Trump is on the march. But each time he spends energy attacking Canada, blustering, frightening people legitimately, but then doing nothing, he loses a little bit of it. And then some more. Donald Trump is the Wizard of Oz. Now, the simple truth about this moment is its inherent danger. Whatever we think, whatever we imagined, how does the Republic fall? Whatever vision of that, the violence manifested in the dystopia imagined by the creator of The Handmaid's Tale, the writer's room in Hollywood that brought it to life on the screen. It's not violent. It's digital. The coup began on January 6th. It was pushed underground and into prisons and then released. But this is the coup. This is the face of it. Elon and the incels. When you think about this moment, Donald was the cheapest of whores. He laid on his back and sold out America for $300 million. Elon purchased the United States, it seems, for less than he spent on X. Pathetic. Doesn't begin to describe it. And that is the warning. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is the warning. And I invite you to subscribe on our Substack, on our YouTube channel. Follow us. Welcome to the community.